cup the elbow, I'm gonna set it up slowly. But during the transition here, his free arm's gonna hit me right in the face, and that's gonna put a real big dent into my setup, right? So now what I'm gonna do instead is I'm gonna trap right over his both wrists, okay? Now I feel if he's gonna let go this one and hit me in the face, if he does so, now I can start to catch and set things up, okay? Now let's go back to attacking a submission, just so everyone learns how to do a regular armbar. I can go here, okay? And now I'm just gonna pull his arm to the side of my belly like this, just like this. Imagine there's a line in between us, like the center line. I wanna bring his arm that I'm gonna attack on the opposite side of the center line, the other half of my body. So it's very simple, I'm just gonna bring it here. Now, of course, it's easier said than done. In real life, the guy's gonna be resisting, okay? We have setups for that. But for tonight, we're just gonna work on regular submission, right? Without resistance. So once I'm here, now I start to turn this hand, it's gonna go right across his face. So I make him look towards the ceiling in this side. See, I push, so I can just pass my leg one shot, right to here, okay? This is the most basic armbar we have. My leg is on top of his neck, the other one is as high as possible, and I try to support him to keep him exactly where he is. Now 2 hands go on the wrist, and now when I raise my hips, watch this, boom, okay? You can break the elbow from here, okay? Slowly, trap the wrist over. If it's this one, it's gonna be this side, right? So I'm gonna go 1, bring his arm across center line. Pass your belly button on this side of your hip, okay? Push his face opposite. Imagine you're punching him in the face. So I just push him here so I can open my legs and catch. 2 hands go on the wrist, very slowly for training, see? Like this, doesn't take much. You don't have to break his elbow, right? Just for training, you just raise up. In reality, you're gonna go all the way up to here, okay? So last time, very slow. 1, over. If it's real MMA or real street fighting, if you go underneath and I trap here, this hand's gonna punch you right in the face. So I go right on top. So I'm aware of this hand. I bring his elbow across center line. I push. I don't need to set anything up. I just push his face to pass my leg. Make him look away. Don't let go of the wrist. Put 2 hands on it. And then from here, all your weight, push upstairs. We have the wrist control. But now I'm trying to grab the same technique we did, but now he's like resisting. So I'm just going to guide his strength and put it beside me. And I'm going to switch my grip. And now I'm going to go for the sit-up. And now from here, the same technique we did previously. I go on my back, and we have this leg that comes on top. So a while ago, my leg was stopping his head from posturing up. This time, it's the opposite because I'm on my back. My head is posturing and stopping him from rolling out, so it goes on top of his hip. Now this hand just needs to go towards his back. So as I start to turn, that's the first submission. Just like in the side control, now when I get to here, he's gonna resist. Goes up, 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 and now I start to lose the position again. I readjust my palm, and now I do the same thing as a while ago. I outstretch his elbow. So from the Kimura lock, 90 degrees, he's strong. I lose, keep the same grip, readjust my palm, and I finish from here. Okay, do the hyperextension of his arm, all right? I switch my grip, I come up, I can slice the elbow right across his face. Come here, I lock the Kimura. I'm starting to turn, I get the first one, that works, but sometimes I get to here, it's very strong. I lose the position. I let his wrist readjust in my palm, and now it's very important that I push the pinky towards the ceiling. I go here, see? Hyperextend this elbow joint. So the first one attacks the shoulder, and the second one attacks the elbow now. It's different. Okay, so from one to the other, just like we did in the side control position. If you need to readjust the grip and you're losing control, you lose the grip, you use this palm, see? So from here, when I'm like this, if I need to readjust, I can use this palm. That way I can readjust this grip and catch it again. Now from here, if I lost it, see, I just guide it and I come back. And now as I press, you attack the elbow joint instead. I'm trying to finish the arm bar, but the guy puts his hands together. So when we block the arm bar, there's going to be 2 different ways with the fingers. Number 1, his finger is going to be towards the opposite side like it is right now. And sometimes it's going to be like this. This one's going to come downwards, and this one's going to come like this. Okay, interlacing themselves. Finger grip, okay? Not a bad grip. This is the grip you're going to see the most often. Why is that? Because when the leg's going to spin fast, nobody's going to predict you were doing an arm bar. Usually they realize at the last moment there's an arm bar coming, and then the last thing to do is catch their fingers together. Okay, the finger grip. So this is a very common reaction. Okay, we're going to deal with 2 very basic ones. So the first one, I fell into the arm bar, like this, but his hand is pointing you guys. So see how the hand is on top? This is beautiful if the guy blocks like this. The easiest break to do, okay? So I feel like this, instead of forcing, I'm going to do the same thing we did in the mount. I'm going to keep the elbow on my stomach. I'm going to put my hand on top of his hand, figure 4, and now I'm going to start to break, see? That's the first one. I'm going to break his wrist, number 1, but I'm going to follow through and finish the arm bar, which was the submission we're doing initially, okay? So one more time here. You guys are going to block, but you're going to put the arm that's being attacked on top. That's the first one. So I get to here, okay? I'm trying to finish, but it's hard, okay? The guy's strong fingers. The guy does like rock climbing, right? Strong. So I'm here. So now the hand that was on the wrist is going to guide all the way top of his knuckles. Figure 4, I'm going to start to press, see? Just press towards me like this, see? It breaks the grip. You get a wrist lock from it, but at worst case scenario, you just like guide the arm into the arm lock, and then you switch your grip, and then you finish from here, okay? Go gentle. Number 2 is going to be the opposite now. Okay, he's well trained, so he's not going to block like the first method. He's going to do the proper method, which is this one. When you finish the arm, if this is the arm I'm attacking, I don't want to put this arm on top because that's the one, it's easy to break. Like even without the wrist lock, sometimes you're strong enough to just break it. So I'm going to put the weight, if this is the arm you want to extend, I'm going to put this one underneath the opposite one to lock it like this. Makes more sense, right? He wants to pull on the arm he's blocking, not the other way around. But sometimes people do it backwards anyways. But now he's more aware, so he's doing it like this, okay? So now there's no more wrist lock, you see? I can't wrist lock the far side. I can't wrist lock backwards like this. I can't do this for a wrist lock. It has to be in this direction. So what I'm going to do now, when I feel that I can't break here, I'm going to put my feet underneath like this. The reason why I cross my ankles is I'd want to keep his elbow pointing up. If his elbow is pointing down, he pulls. Now it's hard. It's far to pull. So when his elbow points up, by having my feet here, his elbow is always pointing up. He can't bring it back down to the mat. To bring it back down to the mat, he has to let go of the grip. That would be beautiful for us, right? But he's not going to do that. He's a smart guy, right? Okay. So now what I'm going to do, once I bring the elbow up, I can reach it. So I'm going to switch the grip to here, and I pull. See how easy it is? And then I switch my grip, and again, I steal the arm, okay? One more time. Here. We finish, let's say this is the position from the arm lock. I couldn't finish, there's no more wrist lock. I guide the elbow up. I cross my ankles. By crossing the ankles, he can't put his arm on the mat anymore. Once I'm here, I switch the grip, and now I bring the elbow towards me. See? When I bring the elbow, see? There's no more palm-to-palm grip. Easy, right? And now I'm here, gone. Break the elbow. These are going to be the 2 basic arm bar defense breaks we're going to use, okay? 2 legs are on top. And I'm fighting for the arm, like this. I'm trying to break and trying to get the arm lock. So depending on which strike I'm going to do, I'm going to switch my grip. So the first one, I'm going to bring this arm underneath, like this, to my knee. The free hand, he doesn't see what's happening. I'm going to go medium speed, but keep in mind what really happens. He's holding his fingers together. I use this and go here. See that? Okay? See how you let go of the arm? All right? Very uncomfortable. And it's very surprising. So when you're going to do it, you're going to go here. Boom. And this is going to snatch the arm out. Okay? So on est ici. J'essaie de travailler le bras. Il est fort, 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 fort. Switch a grip. Je viens tenir mon genou. Boom. And then you steal the arm. Okay? The opposite method is here. You switch this grip on top and you hold your knee. But now he sees what you're doing. What will you do? Right in the face. Right here. Boom! But on his face. Okay? For training, just mimic. Just pretend. Just do this. And then let go. But let go or I'm going to hit you for real. Okay? So number 1, easy, right? Just do 1 or 2 reps because it's easy to remember. Put your hands together. I'm trying to break the grip. Strong. I'm allowed to strike. I switch. Right here. Boom. The reaction is here. He lets go. When you're going to hit him hard like this, right in the stomach, he's going to let go of the grips, okay? Nobody resists this, all right? You go right here. So you're fighting, right into the stomach, right? He's going to let go. Or the face, right here. And then he's going to let go. Okay, guys?